that I couldn't do this. And it was your fault that I had reading.
It was not my fault. You told me to tell them.
Cheers! We're still friends after all. So welcome to Egyibberish, the 5th episode. It's a really special episode, this one, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Why is it, Barry?
Because it's a Egyibberish BLING. So
Egyibberish BLING.
I know.
Ching ching.
Ching ching. I do assume that you guys have noticed the weird costumes that we're wearing. It's not costumes really, like this
And we
is how
arrived in
usually-
style.
And we arrived in style. I hope you guys enjoyed the intro. This is the first time actually we do have an intro for like our show, but hopefully it's not gonna be the last time. So I would leave that to you to leave us some comments, and if you really enjoyed that, I liked it or not. So
Can I just say the shades are looking fleek, by the way.
Thank
Do we still
you.
use that word? Do we? I'm not sure.
I'm not quite sure, but
Have you ever heard of the word fleek before?
Not really. No.
Oh, it was like from The Only Way is Essex, and fleek was like, oh my God, darling, your eyebrows are on fleek. Like, it means they look really good.
Okay. Great. I'm happy. I'm happy that you like them. They are his sunglasses.
I was going to say they are mine after all.
we were literally just trying to put on anything to make us look as
Freaky as possible.
Yeah. So
No, we're trying to look rich.
yeah. I think that's what happens when you are super rich. You just like
Wear the most
the
ridiculous
most
things.
ridiculous things, and you just like like,
I mean, look, we did dress up for the occasion, right?
I'm literally wearing male merman,
Merman.
like merman.
It's the sailor on the. It's the sailor under the armpit that gets me. I love it.
Like a sailor and like. So basically, just we have to give everyone a warning before we start this episode. We're gonna be talking about Dubai Bling, everything about everything. So if you didn't watch Dubai Bling and you don't want like any
Spoilers.
spoilers or anything,
Look
at
away
all.
now.
Exactly. So this is your chance now, because this episode is specifically for Dubai Bling. That's why we called it Egyibberish BLING. So yeah. Okay. So first of all, let me just ask you straight. What do you think about Dubai Bling?
Right. Okay. This is Barry, right? Who doesn't like to watch trash TV.
I do. I do like.
No, you say that you don't like to watch trash TV.
Yeah.
Married at First Sight was something that you.
Amazing.
As soon as I played the first episode, though, you were like, absolutely not. I'm not watching
not
this.
gonna watch that.
Absolute rubbish. And then literally,
Yeah, that was so true.
62 minutes in, and you were like, this is me. I'm going to watch this for the rest of my life. And you've been absolutely addicted.
I know.
So when Dubai Bling started, it was actually the opposite way around.
Yeah.
You were the one who was like, oh, let's watch Dubai Bling. And it was me that was like, I am not watching this rubbish. It's trash TV.
I just have to say something. I did it for research purposes.
Research for who?
To give a better review on it, like, because everyone now is talking
Shut
about.
up. No, it's not.
Everyone
you love
is
trash
talking
TV
about-
now. You love it. And that's why you watched it. So sorry, I'm
Okay.
not falling for that absolute rubbish. No.
Okay.
I think when you start to watch this stuff, you kind of think, okay, it is just manipulated TV. You know? It's mostly scripted. You can tell.
Yeah.
Oh, what a surprise! You're here. Like,
Yeah.
oh, now we're gonna have a fight. Like, you know, people. We all know what happens. We know what happens at The Only Way is Essex.
You
and that
were
kind of
on
thing.
TV already. Like, you were on like
Come Down With Me.
Down With Me. So
Yeah.
you kind of know what goes on. You know?
It kind of ruins watching TV now, any kind of reality TV, because you see what happens, you know, producers telling you, oh, you can't talk about that yet, talk about that tomorrow, oh, can you do this instead of doing that? And it appears natural, but it's not. So it's really difficult to watch like TV without going, oh, that was fake, or that was set up, or he didn't really do it in that way. That was probably a second take. Being on TV, being on Come Down With Me, literally ruined watching TV.
And actually, I'm gonna talk about that a little bit like more, because I also want to understand from your point of view, since you were on TV before, like how do you guys do this thing when you talk about something that happened? Because I remember in your Come Down With Me, there was a lot of drama, and I highly recommend you guys to watch the episodes. There was like a lot of drama, and John was fighting with someone, and like
I was not.
You were fighting with the guy and he got super red, and it was amazing. It was a great episode. Like, I got hooked on this episode when you had like the prize and he was like, oh no. So yeah, but we'll go to that. But like, in a brief, just tell me like, what do you think in total about like the whole thing? You watched it. I think you watched like maybe 8 episodes out of the 9 episodes. So what do you think?
Yeah, I missed like literally the last 20 minutes of the 9th one because I fell asleep. Because Barry likes to watch things at 1 o'clock in the morning and I have to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
When I come back from work.
So anyway, I mean, what do you mean like though, just the whole kind of vibe of it? Because for me, it just... it's like looking into another world. Mm-hmm. Like, do these people really exist? You know, it's like looking into the world of the ultra rich. Yeah. And it's just some of the things, I mean, the normal people still, but everything just seems a bit more over the top, you know? And I just find it interesting how they dress. Like, obviously, we're taking the mick a little bit today, but you know, bling, like bling, how the dress
bling, and bling, bling, Cartier.
You are dripping with diamonds, my friend.
This is Cartier. This is Van Cleef. And this is...
Gold Souk Indira.
Gold Souk Indira, sorry.
And the sunglasses are Global Village Special.
Are they from Global Village?
50 dirhams.
Yes, they were from Global Village. I thought it's like in Shin or something.
Do you not remember when we went to Zero Gravity? Yeah. And literally... I was hounded by everyone in the pool. Like 500 people came up to me and tried to take my sunglasses off. But they are pretty cool.
They are cool.
Pretty cool shades.
Cool. Yeah.
What were we saying?
We were talking about like your opinion, and you said like you don't think that like they are normal people, but it's just everything extravagant. Yeah. But I'm gonna say something from my own experience, since I already work with like a luxury brand and one of the most luxurious brands. Of all, you know, and fashion specifically. So I do work with a lot of rich people, okay? And to be very honest with you, the thing is that it's just the costumes, the outfits that they were wearing, it's just over the top. Like, I live in Dubai now for 8 years. I've never, ever, ever in my entire life, and I have been to a lot of like very expensive events. I used to know some people, and I was like in this, you know, like...
circle.
Yeah, like in this kind of a lifestyle, you know, and I've seen a lot of rich people from Kuwait, from UAE, from all over the world, and I've never seen anyone dressed like that.
I mean, some of those dresses were absolutely stunning. Like,
they amazing.
Looked incredible. Even the boys, like some of the stuff the boys are wearing was amazing. But yeah, you're right. Like, even when you go out somewhere like really posh, you still don't see people wearing those type of clothes. It's like runway clothes.
Yeah.
You know, like when... because the runways, like, people don't really wear that. It's kind of like a show of what could be, isn't it? A lot of it, and then the downplay it, and then they put it into the stores. And I kind of feel like that's what it is. It's like over the top, extravagant. Like, it doesn't. It's giving you an alternate version of reality.
Exactly.
Right?
But the thing is that, you know, like if they were sat down, what do you call it when they sit down and talk about what happened?
A discussion.
No. Like, no, but it doesn't have like something, like it doesn't have a name in production. Like when they sit down and they talk about like,
I don't know.
Okay, so you
know, only
like,
on Come Down With Me. I'm not a producer.
I know, but like they must have told you like now it's the time for the. No? Okay. So anyways, I mean like when they sit down and they discuss whatever happened in the video, you know, like when they play the video and then they bring a video of them sitting down and they were just talking about what happened. Or like commenting on what happened.
Like a flashback.
It's not a flashback. They are just commenting on what happened. You know, like... Yeah, when they do these commentary things. Yeah. They would... Yeah, of course, the dress is okay. I'm fine with them wearing these dresses, okay? But...
Sorry, I can't take you serious in these sunglasses.
I'll have to take them off. I mean...
They're really distracting the conversation from me. I'm looking at it, I can't stop looking at the glasses.
I'll be demure. I'll be demure now, so yeah.
It's so funny, oh my God.
So yeah, what I'm saying is like when you're leaving the comments, I'm absolutely fine with you like wearing these dresses, it's okay. But like even when they go to the events and stuff like that, they are still dressed in like some weird stuff. which is, it's just...
Maybe that's just them though, or do you think it is just for TV?
I think it is for TV because, again, as I told you, I have been with a lot of people that they are from this circle, and it's just not like that at all. It's
interesting.
I think the only genuine person was dressed in this entire show was Salim, the Emirati one, because he was literally dressed like a normal person.
He was in Kandura
He was in Kandura,
episode,
and when he's not in Kandura, he's like in jeans and like a polo or something, and that's it.
I mean, a lot of if you look though, like a lot of people with a lot of money, to look at them, you would never ever think that they were rich. Like I had a friend back at home, he was a millionaire, and to be honest with you, I think he looked a bit scruffy every now and then. And I was like, but clothes wasn't important to him.
Yeah.
You know, his money, went into other things like property and whatever else. And, having clothes or expensive clothes was just a waste of money to him.
Yeah.
He's like, I look good in a shirt that cost me $50, or I look good in a shirt that cost me $2,000. I'd rather save the money in.
Which is actually was going to take us to our next discussion. So basically what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try to ask you about every and each person, and you give me your opinion and I'll give my opinion, obviously.
Is that safe to do that?
I mean, we're just like, it's just like our opinion. Like it's an opinion.
Because I have quite strong opinions about some of them.
Me too.
That's all I'm going to say.
So like, okay, so...
But it does make me think though, like what is fabricated, like if it was all real, because obviously like TV needs drama.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to watch anything if it's like, oh, we're all really friendly and we're going to go bowling. Oh, that was so good. Oh, now we're going to go to the beach. Oh, that was so good. Oh, Ali, really... People don't want to watch that. So I wonder how much of it was, a bit fake, put on, that
However,
kind of thing.
Ibrahim posted on TikTok...
Don't talk to me to that person.
Ibrahim posted on TikTok that he swore that it was not scripted. Nothing was scripted.
No, I don't think that part was.
What? Which part?
We're getting to the spoilers now.
Okay, we're getting to the spoilers. So
in episode 7...
Let's just... No, let's start with the personalities first. I want you just to give me your opinion about the personalities, okay? So,
right, okay, go on.
So, talking about like the money, the rich people, and how they dressed and stuff like that, we are actually going to talk about Mona first.
Who's that?
Mona. The one with the black hair, the one who's married to the Saudi guy, I think, or the Emirati guy. She has the perfume where we bought your...
Oh, yes, yeah.
So, see, for me, for example, Mona,
She's
she has...
lush. I love her.
She has a very successful business, and I think, like, she has really a lot of money. Like, I think she's the richest out of them all.
Yeah.
If the resources are correct, then she's the richest out of them all.
Sources
Sources
are correct.
What did I say?
Resources.
Resources. The sources, sorry. The sources
if her resources are correct, she's very rich.
No, if the sources are correct. So I would say that she's actually the most humble dressed out of all of them. Like every time in every episode, she's dressed in a very normal, dress, stuff like that. So what do you think? Like,
she always looked amazing, but there was nothing about her that was like really over the top.
Yeah, like she's not wearing the Birkin every time.
I know, right?
The Birkin.
I do wonder if all of her dresses were her own, though.
There were.
Well, I hope she didn't rent that bag.
I know. Okay, we go to Farha then. Farhana. I'm really sorry because I don't know the names.
Yeah, Farhana.
Yeah, so let's say Farhana. So
she likes some drama.
I know,
right?
I know.
Farhana.
I know.
You appear to just stir that pot a little bit too much. I mean, listen. I think the whole thing between Joanna and LJ was just. Like I understand like if the friends and they want the friendship group to be connected, like in our friendship group, like if there was two of us, if there was two of us that weren't getting on for whatever reason.
Mention to Alex.
Bonjour. Then the friendship group try and bring those two people back together. Like I get it. And we've experienced that recently, where we've had I've experienced that recently.
Sorry.
Falling out with a friend.
We're good, Alex. We're absolutely good together.
Yeah, we are now. And, so I understand that, but I just felt like it was so in the face, pushed in the group all the time. Like if I was in that friendship group, I would have had enough because like they were always at the same events and they were always being trying to put together. And it was like, they've said like 20 times to everyone, like we leave it. We don't want to discuss it. But I'm hoping that in the end, like, they do become friends because...
So you want me to ruin it for you? Since we're ruining it for everyone.
You might as well because I literally missed the last 20 minutes, so...
So guess what happens at the end? Ibrahim takes the credit for that.
For getting them back together?
Yes.
Man.
So he made an event for his mother at the last episode. And while they were there and like there was like a lot of emotions in the air, you know, and they were talking about like how important the mothers are in each and yeah, like in each person's life and stuff like that. So then he goes like, well, Joanna and LJ, since you both are mothers, and I hate for you to be like this and this and that, so why don't we hug each other? And then Joanna stood up and she was like, you know what, I love you, LJ, and I never hated you. I know that we had our difference, like our
I mean, that's good, but
conflicts
she did say that in episode 7.
Yeah.
She did, you know, and you could tell that she was really hurt by whatever had happened as well.
But that's what I'm saying. You know? Like he jumped on the Ibrahim. You're not gonna like this episode. You're not gonna like this episode. So yeah,
he doesn't come across very nice as likable. He doesn't. You know, he's controlling. He's narcissistic.
Listen, I would say something. Okay, if he's doing this for the show, if this is all a show, I would absolutely salute him because, to be very honest with you, like
he did it very well.
You did it very well. Like if I hate an actor doing like some character, then I know that this is a good actor. So if you were acting, you're amazing. But if you're not acting, my friend, you are Delulu.
Delulu. I mean, it's just, you know, the whole situation, it's all about control for Ibrahim. You know, he wants to control everything and everyone. Maybe there's something going back, like in his childhood or something where he's got something wrong with him where he needs to feel like he has to control everything in his life. And otherwise...
Especially with the thing with Danya, when he announced her pregnancy, I think like Danya said it, and I absolutely agree because that's what I told you. He did it because for one moment he felt that the attention is actually not on him, not on Ibrahim anymore. The attention is on Danya. So it was like, okay, here you go, Dana or Danya, she's pregnant. Danya, she's pregnant, and I'm like, dude, it's not.
I mean, that's not cool. Like that, you know, he robbed Bliss of and Danya of that announcement. Yeah. I mean. We were both watching it and we were both like shocked.
I promise you,
you can't announce. You can't announce somebody else's pregnancy. Like she's your best friend, dude. Like, but he did say, you know, he knew that he'd done wrong. But that is something that you can't come back from. You know, that is a huge deal for people. You know, so I think it's unforgivable personally. But I bet you any money she was like, oh, but you're my best friend.
No. I'll tell you what happened because also that was in the last 20 minutes of the last episode. So what happened is that
should we just quit this podcast and I'll go watch the last 20 minutes?
Right?
Because it seems like I missed a lot, Barry.
Everything happened in the last 20 minutes of the last episode.
God's sake.
So basically, Salim went and spoke to Ibrahim, and guess what? Ibrahim was literally so believing that he is in the right. Like he was, Bliss did something wrong by throwing the thingy at him, and Salim was like, and he was like, all what I did is I just like put my hands on the table, and he was like,
no, you didn't.
And Salim, literally, you have to see the look on Salim's face. He's like, bro, no, you didn't do that. You pushed everything into us. Yeah. Like, it wasn't only on Bliss, it was on everyone was sat there.
They were covered in juice, food,
like, Hannah was covered, table. I was covered, Bliss was covered, everyone was covered. Yeah. So, no, don't say that you just put your hand. So, he just reacted to what you did, and he just, like, threw the first thing that came to his hand. He didn't even think about the plate or anything. He didn't want to hurt you because the guy was really crying after that.
Yeah, of course,
So, he was like, but he didn't come and apologize. He goes and tell every one of you that he's sorry about what he did, but he didn't come and tell me that he's sorry. And I'm like, are you for real? Did you say sorry?
Ibrahim has got a lot more to apologize for.
Like, did you say sorry for ruining their surprise? Did you say sorry for your behavior? Did you say sorry for like your best friend? Did you say sorry for any of these things? And he's like, I'm not. And Salim was like, why don't you come to their, like, because they had a gender reveal because he robbed them from the surprise. So they had like the gender reveal thingy. So Salim was like, are you going to come to the gender reveal and try to talk to him? And he's like, I never go to an event where I'm not invited. And he shows up at the end. But that was the last thing.
I mean, I'm going to say, you can't write it.
I know.
Right?
I know. Like,
I think he's right. It's definitely unscripted.
Yes, it's definitely unscripted. Ibrahim, you need to chill a little bit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, we do believe that you have something good there because you do nice things. Okay, like I don't like to attack anyone. Like, I do believe you have something nice buried somewhere. Okay, people
buried.
Yeah.
Buried.
Buried because I'm Barry. So it's like buried somewhere. I'm not English, so so I do believe that you have something good there. But obviously your friends, your circle can see it. Okay, that's why they are still your friends. But you need to, he needs to find it.
Lucky. He's lucky.
Yeah, he needs to find it.
That's all I'll say.
So yeah. Okay, there is a one last mention. I can't remember her name, but she was the Egyptian Emirati girl.
Oh, she was with the guy who needs to lose weight.
No. This is Safa.
Oh, Safa.
No, this is Safa.
Can I just say, I absolutely love Safa. She is
Safa.
my inner person. When she took the kids to the office.
She's a bit toxic.
That was no, absolutely. Well, she is with a husband.
Yeah.
What was he called again?
Oh my God, I forgot the name.
I can't remember. Anyway. Yeah. Obviously, yeah, he needs to, a husband needs to lose a little bit of weight. Yeah. So do I. Like, I'm not one to talk,
Yeah.
But, like, she went OTT with it. Like, she's literally screaming, crying, shouting, throwing things across the room.
Yeah.
Like, she is overboard. Like, and then the jealousy. Incident. Oh, my God. Like, he can't be within 500 meters of a woman without my approval.
No, unidentified female.
Unidentified females. No one, yeah. Like... And he can't look for more than 1 second. If it's more than 1 second, he's cheating. Goodness me.
I know.
Girl, like, you need to have a word with yourself because this is beyond, like, normal. Yeah. This is crazy. Your husband looks at someone for more than a second and it's cheating. God, well, I hope he doesn't have any business meetings because he's going to be cheating with a lot of people and, it's just... I don't even understand it. However, the way that she talks is exactly like one of my very good friends, Reem. That's from the same place in London, right? And when I close my eyes, Safa and Reem are just the same person. They have the same accent, the same attitude, the same everything.
Energy.
The same energy. It's so weird. Not that Reem's toxic because she's not, and I don't think she'd be that jealous. She's really laid back, but just the way that she talks is just unbelievably similar. But I mean, I just think she's hilarious. And like I said, when she took the kids into the office and it was just sort of like, I just can't do both of these things.
I know.
But I think what was really refreshing was that actually she realized what she wanted and she took a step back and she was like, listen, my kids are really important, and I used to be a great real estate agent. I could do a lot, but I've got to take a step back. And I think family is really important to her and being with a husband as well. Yeah. And I think that's really nice to see. And yes, she's scared about, her husband, putting on weight and high cholesterol and blood pressure and this, that, and the other. Okay, that's understandable. Yeah. Just be a bit more chill about it because the more that you're angry with people about stuff and the more you get on at people, the more they don't want to do it and you push them away, And it has to be constructive.
He seemed to be a really nice person, like
he was lovely. Yeah, he was so funny.
He wants to make her happy. He like, even with the trainer incident, he felt so uncomfortable. And you can tell that it's very genuine, the way that he felt uncomfortable because like, he doesn't want to do anything to, to piss her off or anything. Like, he's just trying to, I
apologize for the language.
Is that a bad word?
Yes, it's going to have to be expletive now on the podcast.
Great.
Barry.
I'm sorry, they said way more things on Dubai Bling. So
well,
we're allowed to
It's got to be E-rated now, baby. No kids listening to this today.
We never have kids listening to this anyway. So,
you would be surprised.
But I'm going to go back to the Egyptian Emirati. I just hope if I can remember her name.
Because we do a lot of research before we do our podcasts.
We don't. We literally just watched the thingy and that was it. But anyways, she was just like, I think she was the sound of reason.
Was she the one with the Ferrari?
No, this is Zaina. This is the Lebanese girl.
I don't know who you're talking about then.
She has like she's the one who's going through divorce as well, and she did the divorce
had the divorce party where she was never taken off the table. Yes. She's lovely.
Yes, and I like that she is the sound of reason. Yeah. Like she's always like whenever there is any argument or anything that is getting out of hand, she takes herself and leaves. Like she doesn't want to be involved in any of the drama. I do believe that she's going through a lot in her life.
Yeah, I really felt for her.
Yeah, that's why but apart from that, every time she talks about someone else's problems, she seems to have like a very, like good opinion. Like she's not like just saying words or so. Like No, like when she was talking to Farhana about her ex-husband, I thought that this is very like realistic.
She was mediating, right, between her and the father.
And it was realistic. And when she talked about LJ and Joanna as well, she said the same thing. Like she was like, guys, leave them alone. If they want things to be sorted, it will be sorted. If they don't, khalas, that's it, you know?
Yeah.
So I really liked... And this comes from the Egyptian genes, I'm sure.
But I think what she said was like really important as well, because Farhana was so stuck on, you know, and I think a lot of mothers are like this. I've heard this in the past personally, you know, it's my child, but it's like, it's not just your child. The father is the child. It's almost as if some people are like, it's my child, until they want money and child support. And then, now he's your child. But any decision around that child, you know, and yes, I understand a mother's role is really important, but so is a father's. Yeah. And I understand where she's coming from, you know, introducing her son to, you know, his girlfriend to, you know, how serious are they? You don't want to be introducing people, you know, into his life, and then them leaving and that kind of thing. I understand that, but he is a man, he's a father, and he has his own relationships as well. And you can't stop him from having his son for a week and then, you know, not being able to see his girlfriend. Like, yes, his priority is seeing his son, but he's also a human being and he also has a life as well. Exactly, so I think, you know, and a lot of people forget, you know, just because you're a parent doesn't mean to say that you're not a human being or a man or a woman. And you know?
I think also she was coming from a very, very like, you know, like a bad experience, because she was so fixated about the concept that he cheated on her with this woman. And on top of that, Aiden, her son, he called her mom or mommy.
Yeah, that was bad.
So you know,
but also though, I mean, I think he has autism. Yeah. Okay, so maybe there was just some, you know, confusion in his mind, or, you know, I don't understand that point, because she'd said that she wasn't allowing him to have the kid around. So how close were they already when that happened?
Exactly.
You know, so
I don't think it was very close. I think it's like one time he saw her and like he saw a woman with his dad, so he just called her mommy or something like that. Or maybe even he didn't call her that, but when she asked him, like, I don't know, like, I don't think, I think Farhana, you literally put too much into this, you know, like.
Yeah. And it was a lot of energy, you know, that could have been solved really easily. And thankfully that lady, you know, mediated between and
Joanna, you didn't help with the situation at all. I'm sorry. She did not help the situation at all. And Ibrahim, if you think what you did that you were trying to fix between two people, you didn't do it right, babes.
I love how we're addressing the camera like they're watching this or they're going to watch this.
I know that you're not going to watch it, but like if you are going to watch it, it's not the right way to take someone with you when you're just going to meet like another person that is involved in the issue, to take a friend from the other party. Of course, the friend will be very defendant of their friend, like of their other friend. And
was that Joanna?
Especially, Joanna will be defendant of Farhana, and Farhana wasn't there. So of course, Joanna will go overboard, you know? Yeah. So it was not a good move at all to take Joanna. Like there is no need. Yeah. Like you should be more than enough to fix the issue, you know? And you told the guy, like, I'll mediate between you. And then he did it because he said that Farhana is like his best friend. But then when Zaina and Safa were like, I'm not going to say mean, to be very honest with you, I thought it's just like hilarious. The whole incident was hilarious because
it was, but you can't go around saying to people, you know, like if that was true, that was bad. Calling up Louis Vuitton to see if she had an account. Like that is bad, you know, but to see if she was renting stuff. Like you can't go around your friends and be questioning, you know, whether the car is their own or, but like this private financial information. And I don't think that they're all
people sometimes are nosy, you know, like
but that is an extreme. Calling up a shop to see if you have a loyalty points in your name. Like, come on,
but
guys.
She said I didn't do it, so it's all allegations.
Of course, she didn't do it.
It's all allegations. But like, I saw the episode when she came and she had the Birkin in the dust bag. Like I saw this episode from like the previous season. I can't remember, like someone was playing it and I saw it. So that's why I know the incident, you know, because I was talking about it because obviously like I know the Birkins.
This is new for me because so, this is like I've not watched season 1 and 2. I've only watched season 3.
Me too. So. Like I just watched like the only thing that I saw was this like Birkin incident.
My goodness.
So yeah, like I mean like she should have took it lightly, but obviously there is like a lot of
but probably because she knows that she's done it in the past and she's been called out for it.
Exactly.
So of course she's got to
so she took
bust
it like
up about it.
But
you know,
I mean like Ibrahim saying that she's his best friend and he was is trying to be in the middle between her. And I'm sorry, like the way he jumped on her husband the first time her husband like appeared on the show, like during the event, the way he jumped, you feel like Ibrahim and Farhana are like, you know, besties and stuff. Yeah. So why didn't you defend her? Bliss was actually right.
Yeah.
If you're friends, why didn't you take her on the side and went and spoke to Zaina and Farhana and told him, I'm sorry, Zaina and Safa, and told him this is not the right place or time for you to do something like that. It was a joke. She didn't take it as a joke. Yeah. Why don't you? So this Ibrahim. You might learn something from that. Like, this is how you sort out issues between your friends, or if people you call friends. Because I don't know if you and Zaina are friends, because I don't remember or recall till the very last episode that he gave her the trademark.
Did he give her it in the end?
No, he didn't. I mean, like
Ibrahim.
him and Hannah, they made out and they shook hand and stuff like that. They were
but
like,
we never saw the
but
papers,
we never
though.
saw the papers going to Zaina, so we don't know where is this, like, you know, is it gonna be?
Well,
in
you better
season
give
4?
that trademark over, man, because it's not cool.
It's not cool. So I mean, okay, so that's basically all the character and basically all the stories and stuff like that. So. Well, I don't know what else to say, to be honest, because like I think we talked about everything. But do you have anything that you would like to add?
I just think it was just like this out of body experience watching it sometimes. Yeah. And sometimes I think money brings more problems, and circles of people are different with people that have money. Yeah. And I just think that I would rather not be a part of it. Like you've told me some stories as well, you know, about just people are different when you get to a certain financial level. And, you know, I don't think that I would want to be around that. And especially so much drama as well over those stupidest of things.
To be honest with
you know,
you,
like bringing your bag in something, and it's like, just get over yourself. There's more to life than the material possessions. And I think that's what Safa was hinting at. Yeah. You know, I know she did that ridiculous thing in the park where she said goodbye to a Lamborghini. But it's like, I guess that was for her like a symbolic event of like, you know, I want to focus more on some. And I really believe that she meant that because of the way that she quit the job as well, because she wanted to spend more time with the girls, you know. So I think for her, she's gone through this journey this season, you know, of like, what really means the most to her, which I thought was really, really cool as well. It was nice to see it develop like that.
It was really nice.
But overall, I thought it was quite addictive. It was. We always like them pre-title teasers where we get the, you know, the juice, and then we've got to watch 60 minutes of it because we want to find out what happens in the last 2 minutes. And that's, you know, that's what trash TV is. So you did well, producers of Dubai Bling. We raise a glass to you. And thank you for entertaining us for the couple of days that we watched Dubai Bling.
Yeah, it was really nice, to be honest. Like the first 3 episodes, I was like, I'm never going to go through this. And I was like, I know I'm doing this just to review it, but I just can't. But then like the 4th episode, it was like, whoop, okay. And then like it kept going from there. So yeah.
It's really interesting as well, like looking at it from the other side, reality TV, because, you know, being on Come Dine With Me was like, it was such an odd experience. Like it was great. I absolutely loved it. Yeah. But it was just having I don't think you understand how difficult it is to have a camera in your face every single minute for like 7 days straight, because we literally filmed for 7 days straight. And it's just, I remember going to bed some nights and like laid in bed, falling asleep, and then I'd be half asleep and I would still think the camera's on me. And I'm talking and like I'm awake, but I'm asleep, and I'm in this half state because everything that you say, everything that you do, everything's being recorded, and you have no control of it. Like if we said something now that was like, oh my God, we shouldn't have said that, we can delete it, we can edit it out, but we have no control over that process. So for me especially, constantly thinking about my character, you know, always making sure I say the right thing. And that was why me and him ended up fighting at the end, because, you know, he wasn't a nice guy. He was horrible. And when the camera was on and it was his night, you know, he was really lovely. And, you know, we had this, you know, nice night. Yes, he was a bit odd, but, you know, didn't think much of that. And then when the camera was off, you know, after his night, he was a completely different person. He was awful. He was ignoring us. He wasn't saying anything nice. It was like,
you can tell. You can tell.
Many people said from the beginning. In fact, one of the producers said to me, I think it was on the Tuesday or the Wednesday, he must have been slagging me off in one of the interviews after the night. And I remember him asking me and him saying, you know, what do you think of, what was his name again?
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh my God, I can't remember his name.
I can remember.
That's how much I've wiped it from my memory.
No.
David. He was called David.
Okay.
And he was like, do you really think that David's that nice? And I was like, yeah, he seems really lovely. He's invited us round to his house after the show and blah, blah, blah. You know, this was on his night, the Tuesday. And he was like, okay. And it was at that point that I thought, hang on, he's not the person that maybe I think he is.
He called you an angry lady, didn't he?
He called me an angry lady over the table. I tell you what, I nearly did what Bliss did to Ibrahim, and I nearly chucked the plate at him across the table, because I swear, that was the first time I've ever been bleeped on national television.
Oh my God.
Yes.
It was to be honest with you, like, if you guys have any way to watch Come Dine With Me, when like...
Yeah, I think you can watch it on 4OD if you've got a VPN.
Yeah.
And then you can search. I think it's season 33. It was back in 2005. I can't believe it was that long ago. No, 2015. Sorry, it was 2015. Yeah. But yeah, it's just, it's weird because, you know, being with cameras on you all the time, it's like you're under this environment, this pressure all the time to like be your best self and make sure you don't say anything that could offend anyone or this, that, and the other, you know? And, you know, we have a bit of dark humor. So sometimes we could say stuff that, or we say things, I sometimes say things without thinking about it. And I think, I wouldn't like to offend anybody, you know, and you do it by accident. But, it's really intense, like having cameras in your face all the time. So that's something like for me that I enjoyed, because I loved being on TV. I'm not going to lie. But it was, it was definitely intense. It was weird. But yeah.
But I mean,
if anyone's watching then, if anyone does want to if anyone wants to do like a council estate, Dubai bling, please think of us. We'll do it. I have experience of being on TV. We will do, what can you think of, like, of what doesn't bling? What's the opposite of bling?
I don't know, shimmer? No, shimmer and bling are the same.
Yeah, exactly. What's like a cheap word, like dull?
Dull, yeah.
Dubai dull. We'll be
dull.
Dubai dulls. If you want to know how the poor people live in Dubai, you can come.
Actually, that was one thing I wanted to say, because like for people watching Dubai Bling, it's not really. This is not Dubai, yes, there is a lot of places that is Dubai, and there was some annoying person watching this show with me that he was literally naming every place in Dubai, because he's like, oh, this is Dubai Marina, oh, this is the Palm, oh, this. I know
it's JBR.
It's JBR, it's this and that.
Jumeirah.
But I mean, like, the places, the areas, everything is Dubai, but like the way that they are living, it's not really the day-to-day Dubai life.
I don't think anyone has a job. They're literally meeting all the time, going on weekends and trips away.
They do have their own businesses, so of course they have more free time than someone like me or you, like,
not
have
really,
a daily
like
job.
running your own business is like a full-time, like 80-hour a
but
week
don't forget
thing,
that these events that they do, it's not a daily, like it's not an everyday event. Like,
it will be filmed over a long time. True.
But what I'm saying is that literally, it's not like that really. Like, there is a lot of normal people in Dubai, like living a normal life.
Yeah, everybody thinks Dubai is just full of rich people, and then probably rich, really ultra rich people. It's probably about 5-10% of the entire population. Like, there
is a lot of rich people. Let's say that there is a lot of rich people in Dubai. But I mean, again,
it depends what your class is rich, though, because Dubai rich is different to like rich anywhere else. Like, to be quite honest with you, I consider myself to be rich in like, if I was back home, I earn a lot of more money here than what I would do back home. So I would consider, being from back home, I would consider myself to be pretty rich. Same as you would as well, you know? Yeah. And a lot of other people from different nationalities would as well.
You'll see our cars in the intro.
Well, I mean, I'd prefer to be driving a Ferrari, you know, but the Alfa Romeo will do for now, you know. But it's like, what's your perception of rich? And I think people literally do think Dubai ultra rich, and the only people that live here are ultra rich people. Yeah. But really, there isn't. There's like the majority of people here are just normal people trying to make a living, sending money back home to the families, you know, trying to do the best that they can. And this kind of ultra rich Dubai bling lifestyle, it's I don't think it's really that common. There is a lot of people that are living that, but you know, it's not commonplace.
And to be honest with you, like, again, because I was somehow part of this community, like for a period of time, it literally does not feel authentic. It does not feel real. Like, it's just, everything is very fake. Like, even the friendships that you make in these kind of, you know, like circles.
I think Dubai can be that anyway.
No,
Doesn't matter
but
how
I mean,
much money you have. I think
I understand what you're talking about. I understand that yeah, you can have like kind of friendships that doesn't last, or not like the same friendships that you have at home and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is that even these friendships, it's all based on like who makes more money, who makes bigger events, who can afford what, you know, like what did you buy from which brand.
it's like keeping up with the Joneses next door, right?
So it's just like I didn't really like. I enjoyed going and seeing all these fancy places and stuff like that. I would absolutely say that. But I just don't think that it was what I really, really like to live the rest of my life, you know, doing. It's just something that for me that was very fake. So yeah. So that actually takes us to the next
end?
segment. We are not gonna. Yeah, we still have a last segment.
Oh, really?
We're not gonna do any movies. We're not gonna do anything today. We're just doing Egyibberish BLING today. But we cannot miss Beef of the Week.
Peep of the week, peep of the week, bum bum. Peep of the week, peep of the week, bum bum.
So what was your Beef of the Week?
I mean, I guess we've kind of already discussed it, really, haven't we? My peeve of the week, really, was Ibrahim
Bold
giving
statement.
away secrets. I don't like people who give away secrets.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Especially if they are your best friends.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm not a saint, okay?
You are not.
I may have given away secrets before.
You have.
Shut up, giving me away. No, but like for something like really, really important like that really peeved me off watching that. I was just like, I can't believe you took that away from them. It's not like, I don't know, like something daft, you know, like, oh, don't tell so-and-so that I kissed so-and-so at the club.
Yeah.
Like, that's just something daft, like actually ruining somebody's announcement like that for something so serious.
Yeah.
I was so peeved off and shocked at that. That was my peeve of the week this week. It's Dubai Bling orientated, and it was Ibrahim giving away Danya and Bliss's secrets, and that's what peeved me off. And on that note, we're going to end this episode.
You're not going to ask me if I have a Beef of the Week.
Oh, God. You're always trying to get on my peeve of the week, Barry.
But I do have a Beef of the Week.
But it's John's... Peeve of the week, peeve of the week, bum bum, peeve of the week, peeve of the week, bum bum. Go on.
John is my Beef of the Week.
You literally say that every week.
But the reason why John is my Beef of the Week, because like you said that you didn't like the Ibrahim, like spill the beans. This is how you say it.
Spill the beans.
Yeah.
Spill the tea.
Yeah, spill the tea. But you actually do it, okay? But he did it intentionally. You do it with no intention to do it. Like you just talk a lot. So I would say next time, think before you say something, because sometimes you tell people stuff that they shouldn't know. Like sometimes you have...
I've just got a big mouth. What can I say?
Sometimes you have a conversation with him, like, like it's between us, and then next morning...
Did you know so-and-so? And he's like, shut up.
I know. Next morning, everyone knows. So, no, but I mean, to be honest,
we're not perfect.
I'm only joking. No, it's okay. I never tell you...
you're not joking. There's always truth in when people say, I'm only joking.
I also never tell you a secret that is, like...
That's because you don't have any secrets, that's why.
I mean, like, everyone knows everything about me, like...
I know.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. And on that note, that is the end of this episode.
Yes.
So thank you very much for joining us for this very special Dubai Bling episode.
Egyibberish BLING.
Egyibberish BLING podcast episode.
And I really, really hope that you enjoyed the intro.
Yeah.
And if you really like this kind of like, intros
style,
and stuff like that, or style.
Having a bit of fun.
Yeah, just let us know and we will try to do it more.
Yeah.
It was really, really...
It was
hard.
a lot of fun. We had some very weird looks in the car park. That's all I'll say.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, like, share, comment, and subscribe, please, because that's what helps build our community.
Yes.
And we're brand new at doing this podcasting business, and we would just really like to be successful at it. And with your help, we can do that. Yeah. So please share, like, subscribe, and do all of that business because you know that you'll help us. And if you're not, then you're not our friends, and we don't like you anymore.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. It's okay. We can still like you, even if you don't like or subscribe, or you're Safa and you never watch any of our videos.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah. Safa, watch our videos.
Watch our videos.
I'll say this in this video. Wait, I'll say this because I'll ask you next time if I mentioned you or not. So you need to watch the video all the way to the end.
And on that note, good night.
Good night. That's it. And
And that's a